2024 brings the promise of a new year, but the affordable housing crisis continues. 10 on your side's Raven Payne checks in with nonprofit 4Kids on what they need to meet this rising demand.
Yes, well, the CEO of 4Kids tells me with the number of calls they get daily, a lot is needed to help with this housing issue. She says there needs to be more affordable housing projects, more action from elected officials, and more support from the community.
Thanks for calling the Regional Housing Crisis Hotline.
These phones at 4Kids ring off the hook. CEO Thaler McCormick says they get a record number of calls for housing assistance every day. She tells me just in December, they received over 1,800 calls for assistance just from Norfolk residents, and that was supposed to be a slow month.
Many of our folks calling us are working. Many of them are choosing between the bills they pay.
And that includes calls about evictions.
Just on January 2nd, there were 928 eviction filings for the city of Norfolk.
Norfolk has had its fair share of affordable housing projects in 2023 to help with some of these issues. The city held a groundbreaking for Unity Place at Kindred back in September, and Newport Gardens, a 50-unit affordable housing complex, will be coming soon to the Park Place community. But will that put a dent in the amount of people who desperately need housing help in the city?
You might feel like any particular project is a drop in the bucket, but we have a big bucket of housing need that needs to be filled. So we need as many drops as we can get. So every project matters.
She also says one of the biggest obstacles for affordable housing is the stigma attached to it.
Pause before you oppose, because we've got projects, good projects like these ones being considered in Norfolk, and they face community opposition. And so our elected leaders need to hear from the people that understand and know we need housing and realize that housing is such a critical part of our community.
Now I've reached out to Norfolk Redevelopment and Housing Authority to see if any other affordable housing projects are in the works. However, they did not have anyone available to speak today. Raven Payne, 10 on your side.